Hey everyone, happy holidays. This is a video for anybody that's having issues with their blow-ups, their holiday lights. If you're having issues with them being very dim or not much light at all, here's a quick solution that's relatively easy, relatively simple, and will have your lights going from really dim to as bright as you want them to be honest with you. Here is my snowman. I'm gonna turn off the light real quick. You don't even really see a light in there. I'm just in my garage, but let me turn off the light and you see hardly anything. Most of that is probably actually the TV that's behind you, but there is a light in there. They usually only come with like one light inside, and it's that little one right there. And this has been, I think this one's gone through 2 seasons. This is the 2nd season, and that one's pretty much burnt out, but you can pretty easily get it done with some of these light strips here. You can buy them cheap off Amazon. These come with 3 lights. They're daisy chains. So what I'm going to do is take maybe 1, 2, maybe even 3 of these, since I have a lot, and kind of keep them daisy chained together, hook them up to the electronics inside there, and turn this dim snowman to a pretty well lit one. So what you're going to need is these lights. Like I said, maybe $11, $12 for a whole strip off Amazon. If I could find the link for these, I'll link it in the description. And then you need some hot glue. The hot glue is going to make it so that the connections that you make will be waterproof. You could wrap it in electric tape. You can use the butt connectors to crimp it. But in order to make them waterproof, since these will be outside in the elements and possibly get moisture inside, because the fan here is blowing in moist air, to make sure that those connections are waterproof, you need hot glue, and then you need something to strip the wires, wire strippers and cutters, and that's pretty much it. Maybe you want to put some electric tape on there just to double for safety, and that'll work. While I'm here, this right here is what you're going to take off. So as you can see, it's just a cap. You'll pull that cap off with some pliers, and that'll allow, it's just a little hole in the fabric after that. That'll allow you to take that light down and work on it. Alright, so I got it all deflated. There is always a little seal here, so you can let the air out and pack it up in the wintertime. You open that up. Here's the fan. Here's the fan here. Another tip, if you get gunk inside there, it might be a good idea every few years to just open it up. It's literally just these little tabs here that you will undo, and it pops it off, and it's pretty much just like a spinning impeller attached to here that's blowing air out. But as you can see, this white wire is going up to the light. Now I've already done it for you. You basically just pop off the cap that was on there that I showed you earlier. See, I already took that off. Keep that safe somewhere, because you'll need that to put that back on. It literally goes down out of the hole. So I got that down, came out of there. As you can see, let me fix it. This is the light. This one little LED cell is the light. And we're going to be going from that one light to pretty much as many lights as you want. I mean, even this just one little cell right here, or whatever you call them, is brighter. I've done it with 3, and that's been a pretty big improvement. But we're going to hook up all 3 of these lights to that. Let me give you a quick preview of what the difference it'll make. So you saw it beforehand. And that's after. So see, I live out here in the country. It's almost dark time. I mean nighttime, like fully nighttime. But that's the difference that it can make. You can see that. You can see that from the moon almost. But I have 3 of those light strips in there. You should have no problem at all seeing your stuff out in the dark here. So What we're going to do is pretty simple. We're going to take this, cut it off, cut this light off. Keep this light though, because what I'm going to do is so that I can hold it back up in there, put it back up in there and keep it held on, is I'm going to put this on the back of this one, glue it on there so it's basically holding on like this, and that way we can put this inside the snowman and use that cap there to fasten this light on, and then you won't just have a light just at the bottom of there hanging. It'll hang down and light up your snowman pretty good. So what we're going to do, we'll splice these two wires here. I don't know if you can see it, but one has a gray strip and one has white, just all white. I'm going to match this gray and white strip up with the red and white strip, and then the white on whites, and it should be good to go. This is a tip that an old guy told me, is you can just use a lighter instead of using a wire stripper. You can use a lighter, heat it up, just melt it a bit, and you just pull it right off. You know, there's a little bit of plastic residue, but like I just did, I was able to just get it right off. But yeah, just light it up a bit. Make sure you do use a well ventilated area, because you get a little burning plastic fumes from that. And it's a little warm, but not too bad. But that way you ain't got to mess with these wire strippers going around. And as you can see, that's very, 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 very thin amount of wire. So it might be hard to get the right gauge to get that stripped off. But whatever way works for you. And then, like I said, gray and red together. I mean the colored ones together. I won't say I'm a professional, but we're going to get the job done. Put those together. Put these two together. And then I'm going to, this old school beer guy method is because this is extra high temp glue, but you can use the low temp glue. It's good to use hot glue, because it's going to make a seal around those connections that's pretty much waterproof, and at the same time, since the glue is not conductive, you won't have to worry about getting shocked. But as you'll see me do, I'm going to put on a little bit of electric tape just in case. But if you have the hot glue gun, you squirt a little bit on there, and that'll make a watertight seal. Sometimes you'll see electric connections, ones that are soldered, you'll see them have a little bit of epoxy on there to help just seal the connection, keep moisture and stuff from going inside it. This is pretty much just a poor man's epoxy, some high temp hot glue, and it's not the best connection I'm doing here, but she'll get the job done. And I'm going to turn off this light just so you can see the difference. Now, warning for the eyes. It's alive. So yeah, that's going to be inside there. It's definitely going to make some joy at the holidays. So now we got 3 strips instead of just this little one here. We got basically turned it from 1 to 9 lights. So it's going to be much brighter. You'll be able to see those things. I'm not going to say from space, but you'll be able to see them pretty good so that you're not having to worry about. I think the past years I've been doing them, I've been like trying to just shine lights on them, and that never really worked. They still were pretty dim. You still couldn't actually see the blow up itself. I don't have any. I got 2 little spotlights, but I couldn't afford to get like the big bright one. So this is going to help so you can actually see the blow up itself out there. So now I'm going to melt some more glue. Like I said, if you got a glue gun, that'll help a lot. If you got some strong tape or some super glue, that will help for this process as well. And what I'm going to do, let me turn off this light again. Since you see it's got a cap there, that's the cap that goes on the inside of the blow up, and then you put this cap on top of on the outside to hold that light in. I am going to put that on the back of one of these lights, and that way it'll be stuck on there and you can reconnect your lights. There you go. It actually has some sticky adhesive on the back there. Like I said, literally the old light is trash now. I'm literally using it to have something for support these new lights. It's literally all it's for now. Like I said, we put the glue on there to make a waterproof seal, but I'm going to wrap it with some electric tape just as an extra precaution. Some people also they solder connections together. Since it's 2 copper wire pieces, you could solder them, and then may not be watertight, but it definitely won't come apart then. All I did is kind of twist them together and put a little glue on there. But that should hold too. And not like it'll be jostled all over the place or being held a whole bunch. But like I said, they'll be out in the elements, so you do want to make them so that those connections aren't getting moisture in them. So I got my seal. Like I said, let me turn this light off. I connected the red and white to the gray and white there, and then connected white wires to white wires. And then I connected the old light. I glued that on the back of one of the strips, and then I'll put this in here and then show you the final results. Alright, Frosty's ready to go. As you can see, much brighter. I'm going to turn the light off so you can get a comparison how it looked before and how it looks now. As you can see, so much brighter. Before it didn't even look like there was a light on, and now she's lit up like a Christmas tree. So thank you guys for watching the video. I hope this helps anybody out there, all the dads out there trying to get their decorations ready for Christmas so that you can pass joy on to your families and joy on to everybody who wants to pass by and see your awesome decorations. Hey, I hope you guys are blessed and loved wherever you're at, and I hope you just have a happy holidays. Stay safe out there. Be blessed, guys. Talk to you later.